George, we've spoken about you being an assistant to Coach Knight in the '84 Olympics. One of the duties that he gave you was to motivate the team or come up with motivational sayings for the team prior to the gold medal game. Why don't you relate that story?
Well, I don't know that the team needed a whole lot of motivation. When you get to that moment in the competition where you're competing for the gold medal, if we have to do a lot of motivating, then we selected the wrong guys. But so I took the stance that to try to put up subtle reminders. So I put up different motivational messages around the walls of the locker room and so forth. And I
But
know
to downplay it, Knight even said he was floored when he walked in because the walls were just papered with motivation.
Well, I have a tendency to go to extremes on things, and so you remember the one sign better than I do. So I'm going to let you quote it because I'm at that stage in life now where my memory starts to fade. So in the interest of accuracy, I'm going to let you pick out the one sign that you like the most.
All right, good, because I'm getting close to that age too. I remember, I think it was Steve Alford who said the one that hit him the most was the sign, maybe by his locker, that said, "Every one of you has had a relative die for this country. The least you can do is give 40 minutes."
Well,
and guys were crying. He said when they said there was no way that they weren't going to. And everybody knew they could win the game. I think the Russians had boycotted.
Yeah, they did.
But I mean, just the fact that he said everybody kind of grew about 3 inches.
Well, and what I remember about that was that Coach Knight invited Willie Davison, the great Hall of Fame football player for the Green Bay Packers that played for Lombardi, and he gave us a short talk before the game. And the one thing that I remember that Willie Davis said in this talk, and this is the thing that remains with me to this day, he said to the team, "How you play today will determine how you'll be remembered for the rest of your life as a basketball player." And what he was really saying, if you win this game, you'll be remembered, because one of Coach Knight's goals was that when we walked out of the forum after the gold medal game, that people would say, "This is the greatest Olympic team that ever participated to this point." And so Willie Davis is saying, if you lose for the rest of your life, you're going to be, because we never count the loss to Russia, so you were the first U.S. team to lose a basketball game. But to me, it's hard to get to that point and not feel the pressure of patriotic pressure. When you stop and think about it, there are not many times other than times of war when your country comes to you and they say to you, "We need you. We have a mission for you." Most people go through their entire lives and never have their country ask them to do something for them. It's always, you do something for us. It's always that we're doing something for you. And so it's one of those special moments that if you're able to be in that set of circumstance where the country's asking you to do something for them, that you feel a sense of pride. One, that I'm selected to try to achieve this, and two, how important it is. And I can remember early in the preparation, one day doing the two practices, laying on the bed in the motel, thinking about what's it going to be like when we win the gold medal and you hear the national anthem played. And God, it was one of the most unique moments in my lifetime to stand there and you can say to yourself, mission accomplished. Mm-hmm. And you hear the national anthem being played, and you're proud as hell that you did it for your country. You didn't just do it for yourself. You didn't do it for the gold medal. You did it because it was important to America. And you don't get those times often. And so to this day, I still feel filled with emotion when I race back to '84 and think about those gold medal days. And one of the things that I want to say while we're discussing this is that I'll forever be indebted to Coach Knight for giving me an opportunity to be on his staff. He taught me a lot about life. I look back, Jack, and people in coaching that had an immense influence on me. I would say Jack Kraft, Lefty Driesell, Bob Knight, John Thompson. Those four guys, they used to say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, all of those are younger than me, but they all taught me how to become a better person, how to become a better coach, and Coach Knight gave me a special opportunity. John Thompson gave me a special opportunity to be his assistant in '88. And those were great learning lessons for me. I learned a lot from them about being a coach, a lot about being a leader, a lot about being a good human being. And so I look back, and I probably never done this publicly before, but the four of them, Kraft and Lefty and Bob Knight and John Thompson, all I could just say is thank you for helping me be a better person, a better coach.